Well, Russell Wilson going to the black and yellow. Is it a good fit for him? We'll have to wait and see how that fan finds out. If Kenny Pickett doesn't beat him out of the starting job. But what's going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and this is the All Around Sports Cast. You can call it the AAS. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are going over the breaking news out of Pittsburgh as the Pittsburgh Steelers sign former Seattle Seahawks and Denver Broncos quarterback Russell Wilson, where they'll only have to pay him $1.2 million while the Broncos pay out the rest of his contract, which the question is going to be, are the Steelers a AFC North threat now that Russell Wilson is in the division? So, before we get started, as you can tell, I'm a Seahawks fan, as you can see with the logos all around. But this, I believe, is super ironic because the Broncos now had him. They did awful. Wonder if he's going to do the same in Pittsburgh. We'll see what happens there. But for now, let's get this thing started. So, heck no, the Steelers aren't still a contender and are not a contender in the AFC North. I mean, you're going against 3 sets of top-tier defenses. The AFC North is one of the hardest, most physical, most heart-wrenching divisions in the National Football League. And now, Russell Wilson going to Pittsburgh to try to help them get out of their behind to raise them up to a level without Kenny Pickett? No, they are not a contender. You got Lamar Jackson to deal with. You got Joe Burrow to deal with. You got the Deshaun Watson to deal with. You got 3 top 5 defenses to deal with. You got the Ravens, which Mike McDonald's now in Seattle, so we'll see if that defense is going to still stay in prime form. Then you got the Bengals, who swept you all 2 years ago, just as a reminder. And then Cleveland, they just beat you with a rookie last year. So the Steelers defense is solid. They are solid, but Russell Wilson, one of the priorities he left Seattle was to work with a better offensive line. I don't see that with Pittsburgh. Their offensive line is good, but it's not great. It's good, but it's not great. The Steelers have the defense to do it. I will give them that much. But their offense is terrible. They were ranked bottom 25 in the rankings of last NFL season, and they barely squeezed into the playoffs. They barely squeezed in with Mitch Trubisky. I mean, not Mitch Trubisky, Mason Rudolph, in my bad, with the correction of that. But now Mason Rudolph is gone. So it's either Russell Wilson or Kenny Pickett. But the Steelers are not a contender for the AFC North. They are not. Because you got to go against Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens, who went to the AFC Championship just this past year. When was the last time the Steelers made an NFC Championship appearance? I just want to throw that out there. And then also you got Cincinnati, which I truly believe if Joe Burrow was primed and healthy last year, that the Steelers would have landed in last place of their division. And then, then you got Cleveland with their rising up stars, which I think the Jerry Jeudy move that they traded for him was a good move because he's a good receiver. And then you also got, along with like Amari Cooper, you got David Njoku, you got Nick Chubb, you got Kareem Hunt if you re-sign him. And you also got Deshaun Watson, which he wasn't there last year, if he can get back into his MVP form when he was in Houston. And they also got a defense led by Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year, by the way. And this Steelers are just not a threat. The refs can always give them some reason to have another winning record. The refs always seem to be in their favor. But the Steelers, I do not see winning the AFC North. As a matter of fact, I have them coming in third to last place of their division, just to start out before the draft. Now, of course, this prediction might change when it comes to the NFL draft, but that's my prediction for so far. And the Steelers are not a contender in the AFC North, let alone the NFC. They are not a threat. Because Russell Wilson is going to rust those Steelers to rust. Because they are just awful right now, and their quarterback situation, I believe, just got worse. But anyways, that's what I talked for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell for day-to-day updates on my videos and live streams. Also, I do want to say, if Russell Wilson can get back into his form that he was back up in Seattle, then I could see him being a contender, but I think personally he's past his prime. But that's enough for now. I'll catch you all in the next one. So long for now.